Hey guys, how are you? How is it going this busy December? Just always good. So what I would like to address in this video is an event, something which happened a few days ago, and which was quite surprising for me. And yeah, I would like to share that with you. And the topic is yeah, I'm going there is an intention to talk about the shame, about a shame, and how shame covers all of our experiences, and how shame um, is telling lies all the time that it is an important thing. And very often we don't know that there is a shame involved. And also something which was really very surprising in my to notice in my experience, that I didn't know that I was experiencing shame until the shame was no more there. I mean, you can't know until the experience becomes quite different. So what happened basically is that I was waiting in the shop, in a supermarket, with some stuff. Yeah, I pick randomly some veggies, like something for a salad. There was a queue, not so long, but yeah, there were people waiting. So when was my turn, I tried to pay with my card, and it was rejected. Like the system rejected the card. I asked the lady, said, "Would you like to try again or with another card?" And I said, "No, please try again." And she tried again, and it was again rejected. And then she asked me, "Would you like to pay in cash?" And I said, I just realized that I have no cash. Um, and I said, "No, I won't pay. I can't pay in cash because I have no cash." Mm. And I asked her, "Would you mind to try another time?" And she said, "Okay." She was quite bored, not bored, but probably nervous. I don't know. And I started noticing, that feeling when you are on the queue and when there is a collective nervousness in almost everyone. Like, oh, what is she doing here? Why is not why she's not moving? She's having just few things. What's going on? And all kind of stuff. And when the card was rejected for the third time, and I said, okay, so uh, well, I can't pay. I have no cash, so I'm not going to take these things. And then she looked at me with this kind of look, like, and she spoke on the radio station because she needed to cancel the products were already marked, and she said very loudly on the radio station, she will not pay, she has no money to pay, or something like that. Very like furiously. And I said, "Oh, okay, thank you, and sorry about that, and have a nice day." And I just walked out of the store. And yeah, basically, when I was outside, I even didn't recognize something was completely different. But at the first moment, I couldn't recognize what was that, because here there was like even now when I tell you the story, it's like it sounds funny. It was joyful and a little bit like funny because the situation is funny. Um, And yeah, there was no shame, guys. There was no shame at all. I wasn't ashamed about uh, my card being rejected 3 times, and I was not experiencing a shame because I have no cash. Mm. And also, I was not angry at the situation at all. I just feel compassionate towards the lady a little bit. Mm. And I also, there was no feeling um, that I'm guilty of something. Of course, um, according to the queue and all the people who were waiting behind me, of course I was guilty. Of course it was my fault. Of course. How could she do that? I mean, hmm. And yeah, it was a surprising discovery to recognize that there is no shame in the system at all. Which, of course, doesn't mean anything special. This is not a proof or a sign that tomorrow there will be no shame about something else, for example. I don't know. I don't know what's behind the corner. How could I know what I'm going to experience next? Can you know? Yeah, and then when I was walking on the street, and then thoughts came to help with a memory of a similar situation, probably. And I just realized that the experience now is completely different. Completely different. Mm. And so this video is a kind of a sharing, of course, but also an invitation to check, is there a shame in your own direct experience? What are your what are you experiencing, and where do you experiencing shame? Do you think that there is something wrong in your own direct experience, that you are not supposed to feel something or shouldn't feel something, and it is shameful to feel certain things? Watch that tendency again to cover behind the shame. Yeah, unconsciously we are moved by all these protective mechanisms like shame, fear, and it's happening for all of us. It doesn't matter if there is a realization that there is no one experiencing or no one doing that. We are driven by those unconscious things, stuff, patterns, models. But eventually, at a certain moment, this may stop, this may end, and it feels nice when it ends, or when it's just stop happening. Mm. So this is an invitation. Look, look what's happening in your own direct experience. How shame expresses. How shame expresses. Is it like, oh no, I don't want to be seen. Oh, I don't want to share now. I'm so afraid that someone will see me like that. Yesterday I was watching, I think, a new series of The Crown. I don't know if you're familiar. There is a um, series on Netflix, The Crown, about the royal family. It's not a documentary. It's a yeah, it's a series movies. And there was one statement which surprised me a lot. Uh, it goes something like better that than dishonest, or I don't know, or better that or dishonest. I think it was. Mm. Do you feel like that? Better that than be seen or be recognized, or are you constantly afraid to not embarrass yourself somewhere? Yeah, I think that's for now. Much love and see you soon.